when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you got to take a stand. It doesn't help to hide. And right now, I'm having to take a stand. Now, before we get into this video, this is for entertainment, education, and informational purposes only. I don't need your sympathy. I just like to tell stories from time to time. I like to inform people about some things that they might not be familiar with, especially if you're a hobbyist or you're someone wanting to get into the YouTube sphere. You might not understand some of the stuff that happens in the back end. And today we're going to be talking about something because Triple H, Paul Levesque, he wants a war with me. You want a war? You want a war? You're going to get one, pal. So, yesterday, I go over to my grandparents' house. My grandma calls me the day before. A bunch of people are coming over. I'm gonna make some pizzas and stuff. We're gonna harvest the garden. There's potatoes. Your cousin and her kids are gonna come over and pick the potatoes and stuff. Grandpa wants to see. I'm like, okay, fine. Say less. There's pizza there. 5 pizzas. We had a sausage pizza, a red pepper pizza, a standard pizza, a fresh mutts, and basil pizza. And then there was another one, but I never even ended up seeing that because we didn't even get to that point. Probably about 10 heads there. Good time. Good time. As I'm walking up the stairs, I get a claim, or I get a notification on my phone that I have a copyright claim on a video. I'm not dealing with this right now. I will deal with this when I get home because, like I said, I got family stuff to do. Look at this harvest here. All right, this is a great harvest. We had 31 potatoes. We're going to eat off the land. This was a cucumber that I found as well. Cleaned them up. Good times. Everyone's happy. Everyone's having fun. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, okay, I have a problem that I have to address when I get home, work-related stuff. So I get home. I pull up my emails. And I'm looking at this email, and this is a very multifaceted sort of thing because I feel like there's so many other things happening within just this copyright claim that people don't understand. You don't understand all of the nonsense that you have to deal with. So here's the email. My video cannot be monetized and is blocked in some territories. WTF is happening with WWE 2K24. So at this point, I'm thinking like, did the WWE not like the video? Did 2K not like the video? Like who made this claim? Like what is this about? Obviously, recently on the channel, I made a video talking about WWE 2K24 in a pretty negative manner. I definitely feel like the game has, kind of dropped off a cliff a little bit. Some of the decisions that they've been making are questionable at best and downright bad at worst. So I was like, well, what is this about? And so I'm thinking about the video now because, I like to do these sorts of things. And I'm like, what was it? Bald Hercules? Is that what we got mad at, Triple H? Bald Hercules? Because you're bald now and that made you feel like a certain sort of way. So let's look at this email together. Copyright content has been detected in your video. WTF is happening with WWE 2K24. As a result, your video can no longer be monetized and has been blocked in 9 territories. The copyright owner may be either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it in other territories. This is not a strike and it doesn't affect your channel. So there's a copyright claim and a copyright strike. A copyright strike will basically put something on your channel. Much like baseball, you get 3 strikes in a certain time frame. I think it's 90 days. You're out. They delete your channel. Okay, whatever. This is just a claim. Now, I don't necessarily care about the money aspect. I would like to make money on videos. I would like for people to watch the videos because that is what makes me money. I'm more concerned about, well, what is the content itself? Because WWE, in case you didn't know, they're one of the most ruthless companies out there when it comes to copyright claims. Over on the second channel, I made a video talking about the top 5 Hulk Hogan matches. And I literally was within the realm of fair use, but fair use does not exist with WWE. I was using literally a 3-second clip of a match and they would copyright claim it immediately. Because when you upload a video, you go through a series of checks. They ask you, like, is there bad stuff in this video? Is there questionable stuff? And you got to answer it. And then at the end of the video, before it goes like out to the internet, it'll actually do a check for you to see if there is copyright claim material in there. With that Hulk Hogan video, when I went through the process and got to that point, I had like 7 different claims. So I ended up just using pictures for that video. But I didn't have any claims pop up when I initially submitted this. So then what is the content in question here that is being affected? And who is making this claim? So we go down here. Raw main show 1606 USA Network, March 5th, 2024. Content owners, Sony Pictures Networks India Private Ltd WWE content video impact blocked in 9 territories. So they're saying that I took something from the March 5th, 2024 episode of Raw that aired in India. Because Sony Pictures Network India Private Ltd, like 4 or 5 years ago, ended up getting the rights to WWE content in select countries, one of them being India, obviously. So they have been, showing this on their different sorts of forms of streaming and on their video, cable stuff, and all of that. So I looked at the clip in question, and do you know what that clip was? It was the trailer that I used 10 seconds of, from 14 seconds to 24 seconds, of WWE 2K24. So because that trailer also aired on Raw on March 5th of 2024, they decided to make a copyright claim on that, saying that I essentially took from Raw. All right, let me just break something down for you here. I believe, because it's not just WWE's fault, it's also YouTube's fault as well. I believe that any clip that is 15 seconds or less is fair game. You shouldn't be able to make a copyright claim on a clip that is 15 seconds or less. And you could even say longer than that, but let's just say the bare minimum, 15 seconds or less, because that is the actual use of fair use. You know, you're not uploading a full episode of something. You're not uploading a full video of something. You are using this clip in your video for a reason. Yes, there are people that upload full matches and stuff like that. There's content creators who make wrestling content. I don't know how they get around some of this stuff. I know you could kind of flip the video around to mirror it and, you know, use like a smaller box and stuff like that. But WWE and really a lot of these major networks and companies are just so lost in the sauce when it comes to fair use stuff, because fair use is an actual thing. It's just that there is no sort of actual groundwork for it so that people know, well, how much can I use? What can I actually show? You don't know that. You don't know that until you upload something, and then it goes through the checks, and then it'll say it's clean. Because my video said it was clean. It said there was no copyright issues. But then days later, here comes Sony Pictures Networks India Private Ltd, the subsidiary of WWE. Now, did they do a update, a refresh of what needs to be copyright claimed? Because a lot of this is not an individual like sitting there watching your videos. It's an automatic thing. It automatically detects. But the automatic thing is supposed to happen when you do that initial check. So imagine if you go to work one day and you work the whole day and everyone says, oh yeah, you did a great job. You know, this, that, or the other. And then 4 days later, they fire you and say, oh, we're not going to pay you for that day. Like it's ridiculous. It's such a broken system. So I am fighting this out of principle. You know, the money, whatever, you know, it's fine. Here's the thing. I upload pretty much every day. So for me, you know, if one video out of 30 videos in a month gets a claim, like, yes, it's annoying because I'm pretty damn sure that it's a false claim. But from a monetary standpoint, I upload so much, it's not going to be a big hit. What if I was a content creator who just uploaded once a week or once a month, and this was my video for the week, and then days later, a company, a subsidiary of WWE comes along and then copyright claims that video, and I lose all the money off of it. And it's just like, the system is broken, is essentially what it is. And for whatever reason, YouTube will automatically side. If it's an individual, they won't. But if it's a major company, they'll automatically side with that major company instead of actually looking into the situation. And as someone who is a content creator on YouTube for a very long time, who has an established channel, who is a verified YouTube member, who has a freaking plaque on his wall, who has over 500,000 subscribers, I'm not trying to sound entitled or anything like that, but you would think I would know what I'm doing. And you would think that they would give me the benefit of the doubt. Maybe send me an email, be like, hey, this company is saying that you're using copyright material. Do you have something you want to say in return before demonetizing the video and blocking it in 9 different territories? People can't watch the video. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's very annoying, but I feel like this can be somewhat educational for people. You know, so you can kind of learn like some of the weird stuff about YouTube that probably a lot of people don't talk about. Because I'll talk. I don't give a shit, you know. I don't care. Paul Levesque, you want a war? You want a war? So let me know in the comment section down below. Have you ever had any situations? I think the thing that annoys me the most is that delay. If it was initially said in the video, and it's like, bro, you don't think WWE USA would have came after me if I used a clip of their show that they didn't like? Like, God, it's so weird. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why it's just automatically the person being accused is automatically guilty. It's like, no, I'm not. So I did a claim back. I said, hey, this is BS. This has nothing to do with the March 5th episode of Raw that aired in India. This is a video game trailer for a game that they made, which is under fair use. Companies ain't messing with that stuff anymore. And one more thing. Aren't there different copyright laws from country to country? Okay, China is sitting there making, you know, these handhelds and stuff like that come preloaded with ROMs because because there's different laws when it comes to copyright and IP protection and stuff like that. What's the copyright law in India? Like, I've never heard of India being like strict on copyright stuff. Like, just questions. So many questions that I have with things like this. But I hope you guys learned something in this video. I'm not mad. Don't, this isn't sympathy. I don't need your sympathy. I just want to talk. Just want to talk about this and inform people. Let me know what you think of this in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Hit the bell as well. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.